I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. And Shalom to the 130 Asherallah, who are today known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. And before losing their true heritage, were known as the Israelites of the Holy Bible. In today's video, I want to go ahead and get into the parable of obedience, or the obedient servant. Now, to start off, let me get into, this is Luke 17:7. But which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, Go and sit down to meat? And will not rather say unto him, Make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself, and serve me, till I have eaten and drunken, and afterwards thou shalt eat and drink? Doth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I trow not. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, We are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. So, this right here talks about how it's important to be obedient to what the Lord commands, and not do things which aren't asked of us, because even though you think you may be doing something good, a lot of times you're actually going against the Most High, and you know, in a lot of cases this is done, you know, not willingly but unknowingly. You see this in modern day Christianity, where you have a lot of these Christians and Catholics out here, Pentecostals, whatever, anybody practicing religion. They think they're doing what the Lord wants, but it's not. They're not being obedient at all. It tells you here in Jeremiah 7:23, it says, But this thing I commanded I them, saying, Obey my voice, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people. And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. And again, here's the Lord again telling the Israelites specifically that they need to obey what he says as far as what he commanded, not what they think. You see, there's been a lot of, just in general, the world has been deceived by preachers, bishops, pastors, false prophets who are out here saying that they're doing the Lord's work because they come with a nice word. They come with with pretty songs like this group, for example, GOCC, the Gathering of Christ Church. When I first got into this truth and I first woke up to this knowledge, it was because of GOCC. I'm not gonna lie. You know, out of all the groups that I had seen, they were the ones who appeared to have been, you know, the most holy. They wore all white. The breakdowns that they gave were a bit of fantasy, but you know, they did include a lot of the truth. But you know, being that I was too new to the truth, I couldn't discern from what was false and what wasn't. But as you can see here, this group here, they revel in doing worldly things. They're basically Hebrew Israelites who are just Christians. That's basically what GOCC is. You know, nowhere in the Bible does it say that God commands us to sing and to do things like this guy here, TD Jakes. His group here, right? They're off here singing, and when people of the world see this, they think, oh, this is what the religious people do. This is what the Bible tells you to do. No, this is not what the Bible commands you to do. You know, if you want to go sing and be part of a choir, then all power to you. But don't do it under the auspices of doing it for God or doing it because of this Bible. You know, there's gonna be plenty of time to sing in the kingdom, but you know, it tells you this right here is is going off. This isn't what the Lord commanded, right? The Lord commanded us to tell these people, to preach to the Israelites what's going on, what's the severity of our situation, what the commandments are, what to do, not to play and sing and have a Hebrew holiday. You know, like these people. Look at these people, man. You know, they think they're in the kingdom already, man. You know. And besides them, you got other people like these, like Christians like this, right? You know, out there in churches. You know, this shows you how much of a folly Christianity and religion is in general, right? You have groups of people who come together, who try to practice the word. You know, they think that reading some scriptures and stuff, you know, that they got it, and they go off and they're comfortable with each other, so they start off and they start doing ridiculous things. Look at this. This guy straight threw his freaking jacket at the pastor. Look at this, man. These people are a bunch of clowns. This is what religion has been turned into by these heathen nations, these other 17 nations out here in the world. Because again, when you're in this truth and you're explained properly, it is explained that there's 18 nations in this world, and only one of these nations, the nation of Israel, who are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, are the ones who have anything to do with the Bible, right? And when you have other nations like these heathens, when they come into it, you know, this guy here, Benny Hinn, I think he's making a mockery of this shit, man. You got Jake over here, you know, being part of this. This guy's a freaking Elamite, right? So-called Indian, I believe. Right? When they get in this, what do? They make it into a mockery. You know, you got these people here playing freaking like they're possessed, and then they get healed. And look at this shit. It's all fake. And look at the crowd, people. Look how much money shenanigans like this and blasphemy like this gets brought up. Look, this guy here he's getting brought up for another fucking spiritual samurai chopping shit from fucking Benny Hinn, the fucking heathen. Look at this shit, man. May the Most High destroy these fucking blasphemers, man. See, this is not being obedient. Even if this guy Benny Hinn, or even if these people here were terrorists, they were Israelites, right? Let's say their lines do go back to Israelites, right? Which it's possible. You know, they have the zeal, but because this for sure isn't the truth, they are not of the 1/3, and they're not going to be saved, man. These people here are just doing this thing to be seen by people, right? It tells you in the scriptures that when you pray, you should pray in private, not to be seen by the public, right? Not to get fucking gut punched by a fucking heathen pastor, right? Look at this, man. When the Most High comes back, He's gonna do this to these people, man, for not being obedient servants. But again, the majority of these people here can't even be obedient because they don't even have the spirit in them. They're doing this for filthy lucre, for money, for fame, because their family's into it, you know. Their wives are into it, their husbands are into it, so they're just doing it, right? Look at this, man. It's freaking blasphemy. I'm going to read this, actually, whole Micah 3, because this right here basically goes into the whole, this whole thing, but the point is in 6. This is Micah 3:1. And I said, hear, I pray, O heads of Jacob, who are the southern tribe, or the so-called Negroes, and ye princes of the house of Israel, who are the northern tribe, or the 10 tribes of Israel, who are the Latinos and the Native Indians. Is it not for you to know judgment? Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skins from off them and their flesh from their bones? And that's exactly what these people are doing, right? All the Israelites that are here who are practicing this blasphemy here, they're plucking the skin and flesh off of their bones, right? Spiritually, they are plucking their bodies apart, making themselves dead by following heathens and folly like this. who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skins from off them, and they break their bones and chop them into pieces, as for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron. Then shall they cry unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings. And that's exactly what all these people are doing. They're behaving themselves ill in their doings. You know, they're practicing what they believe is the truth. But look at this, man. This is ill doings that they're practicing. Thus says the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry, peace, and he that putteth not into their mouth. They even prepare war against him. Therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine. And the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. Then shall the seers be ashamed, and the diviners are confounded. Yea, they shall all cover their lips, and for there is no answer of God. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and of the judgment, and of the might, to declare unto Jacob his transgressions, and Israel his sins. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm declaring unto Jacob, you know, that this is folly, this is your sin. You know, you doing this stuff, you shouldn't be doing this, because this is not what the Lord commanded you. Right? This is not what you're supposed to be doing, Israel. You shouldn't be going to these churches and following religion and following these heathens who are pretending to believe in God, right? They don't even bring out scriptures. They just, you know, they'll bring out one or two scriptures, and then they'll go on for an hour's tangent on an inspirational rant and shit, and then at the end ask you for fucking give up your money. Verse 9, hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob and the princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and say, is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as a high place of the forest. And that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to have these people here who are pretending to divine, who are saying no evil is going to come to them. They're going to find soon that their prophets are going to dry up, their followings are going to start going away. People are going to start getting pissed off because the truth of the Hebrew Israelite movement is coming out. People, you know, you even got T.D. Jakes. He's having to address us, even though he's doing it secretly, because he doesn't dare name the group, because he doesn't want these people to find out who the Hebrew Israelites are, right? So he could be here calling us potato chip prophets or whatnot, but pretty soon the Lord's gonna bring forth what he has prophesied. He's gonna do evil onto these people, and he's gonna bring shame upon these so-called prophets, ones who choke out these fucking idiots. Look at this, man. Look at these people, man. So if you've watched this video, please do not get involved in any of this folly. If you know any of these people, if you know any people who are into this stuff, warn them to get out of this. That this is all just fakery and shenanigans. That the Lord's gonna put these people to death. All right. Till the next time, Akim. Shalom.